Have you ever stopped to wonder if the very foods you're eating every day could be silently working against your health? For men over 60, achieving stronger erections and maintaining better blood flow isn't just about age. It's about the choices you make at every meal. In one category of food that many overlook, nuts. That's right. Nuts are often promoted as heart healthy and packed with good fats. But the truth is, not all nuts are created equal. Some may actually be sabotaging your efforts for stronger erections and better blood flow without you even realizing it. If you're a man over 60, this is especially important. Your body responds differently now than it did decades ago. What once worked might not be serving you anymore, and certain nuts can quietly contribute to issues that many men over 60 struggle with, but rarely talk about openly. Are you unknowingly consuming these so-called healthy snacks that could be blocking your circulation, disrupting your hormones, and holding you back from the vitality you deserve? In this video, I'll reveal 5 harmful nuts you must stop eating immediately if you want to improve erections and blood flow, and 3 powerful nuts to enjoy instead. I'm Dr. Thomas, a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist with over 30 years of clinical experience. I've helped countless men over 60 reclaim their confidence, energy, and intimate health naturally. And now I want to help you do the same. But before we dive into these surprising insights, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss important tips on optimizing your health and vitality. All right, let's begin. Number 1, cashews, the hidden inflammatory trap. Cashews may look harmless, even healthy at first glance. They are buttery smooth, widely available, and often marketed as part of a balanced diet. But for men over 60, cashews can quietly become an inflammatory trigger that undermines vascular health and sexual function. Here's why. Most commercially sold cashews are not raw. They are typically roasted at high temperatures and processed with industrial seed oils such as canola, soybean, or sunflower oil. These oils are rich in unstable omega-6 fatty acids, which, when heated, undergo oxidation, producing harmful compounds that trigger chronic inflammation throughout the body. Now consider this. The smallest blood vessels in your body are the first to suffer from inflammation, and among them, the arteries supplying blood to the penis are especially vulnerable. Measuring only 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter, they can quickly become stiffened and narrowed. Without proper blood flow, erections become weak, inconsistent, or absent entirely. But it doesn't stop with the oils. Many cashew products are also coated with added sugars. Whether it's honey roasted, maple glazed, or cinnamon dusted, even small amounts of sugar can elevate insulin levels. Over time, this contributes to insulin resistance, increased abdominal fat, and suppressed natural testosterone production. And testosterone, as you know, is critical for libido, stamina, and erectile strength. Moreover, high heat roasting damages the delicate, healthy fats naturally found in cashews. This process alters their structure, producing oxidized lipids that further impair endothelial function. The endothelium is the thin inner lining of your blood vessels. It is responsible for producing nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing blood to flow freely. When this system is compromised, the result is poor circulation and diminished sexual response. Many older men mistakenly think they are making a healthy choice by swapping chips or cookies for cashews. But if those cashews are roasted, salted, or sweetened, they are often doing more harm than good. Now you might wonder, are raw cashews safe? In moderation, yes. If you can find truly raw, organic cashews, unsalted and unroasted, without added oils or sugars, they may be enjoyed occasionally. However, for men over 60 with existing concerns about blood pressure, circulation, or sexual function, it is wise to minimize their intake and prioritize nuts with proven cardiovascular benefits instead. We'll discuss those options later in this video. But first, we need to examine 4 more common nuts that can also sabotage your sexual health. And remember, if you're finding this information helpful so far, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss future updates on men's health. And if you have questions or personal experiences to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Number 2, peanuts, the silent hormone disruptor. Peanuts are one of the most commonly consumed snacks around the world. They are found in countless products from peanut butter to trail mixes to protein bars. Many men over 60 reach for peanuts believing they are a good source of plant-based protein and heart-healthy fats. But here's the truth. Peanuts, despite their popularity, can be a hidden threat to your hormonal health and sexual function. First, it's important to understand that peanuts are not actually nuts. They are legumes. This means they behave differently in the body, especially in terms of digestion and nutrient interaction. One major concern with peanuts is their susceptibility to contamination by aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds produced by certain molds that can grow on peanuts, particularly when they are stored in warm, humid environments. These toxins are invisible to the naked eye, tasteless, and difficult to detect. However, once ingested, they place significant stress on the liver, contribute to systemic inflammation, and have been linked to reduced testosterone levels and impaired fertility in men. Beyond aflatoxins, peanuts are also extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 fats are necessary in small amounts, an excessive intake, especially when not balanced with sufficient omega-3s, promotes chronic inflammation throughout the body. This inflammation damages the endothelial lining of blood vessels, impairing the body's ability to produce nitric oxide. As we discussed earlier, nitric oxide is essential for vasodilation and blood flow, both of which are critical for achieving and maintaining strong erections. An imbalance favoring omega-6 fats also contributes to increased risk of metabolic syndrome, which is closely tied to erectile dysfunction. Furthermore, many commercial peanut products, especially peanut butter, are processed with added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and artificial stabilizers. These additives not only worsen blood sugar control and promote insulin resistance, but also further disrupt hormonal balance by lowering free testosterone levels and promoting fat accumulation, particularly around the abdomen. Another often overlooked factor is that peanuts contain phytoestrogens, plant-based compounds that mimic the effects of estrogen in the body. For older men who are already facing a natural decline in testosterone, an increase in estrogenic activity can further impair libido, energy levels, and sexual performance. The combined effects of aflatoxins, omega-6 overload, added sugars, and phytoestrogens make peanuts a silent but potent disruptor of male sexual health. While an occasional serving may not cause immediate harm, frequent consumption, especially of processed peanut products, can contribute to a gradual decline in vascular and hormonal function over time. If your goal is to maintain optimal sexual health and vitality after 60, peanuts and peanut-based snacks should be limited or avoided altogether. There are far better alternatives that can support rather than sabotage your hormonal and circulatory health. We'll explore those options in the later part of this video. In the meantime, if you're enjoying this content and finding it useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated with my latest tips on men's health. And I encourage you to leave a comment below. What are your experiences with peanuts? Have you noticed any changes since adjusting your diet? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Number 3, macadamia nuts, the cholesterol trap in disguise. Macadamia nuts have built a reputation as one of the most luxurious and heart-healthy snacks. They are often featured in gourmet gift baskets and health food stores, celebrated for their rich, buttery flavor and high content of monounsaturated fats. But for men over 60, the reality of macadamia nuts is more complicated and potentially harmful to sexual health. The primary concern lies in how these nuts are prepared and consumed. Most macadamia nuts available on store shelves are not raw. They are typically roasted at high temperatures, often in processed seed oils like soybean or canola, and heavily salted. This process transforms a once healthy food into a cholesterol and inflammation bomb. When oils are heated to high temperatures, they undergo oxidation. This produces harmful compounds that can damage the delicate endothelial lining of blood vessels. For men over 60, maintaining vascular health is paramount. The penile artery, which is essential for strong erections, is extremely small, only about 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter. Even minor damage or narrowing of this artery can have a profound impact on sexual performance. Moreover, the high sodium content found in most roasted and salted macadamia nuts further exacerbates the problem. Excessive sodium intake raises blood pressure, increases vascular resistance, and impairs circulation, all of which directly hinder the body's ability to achieve and sustain an erection. Men over 60 are already at an increased risk for hypertension, making added dietary sodium even more problematic. Another overlooked issue is that roasting macadamia nuts damages their natural healthy fats. The process of lipid oxidation leads to the formation of oxidized LDL cholesterol, which contributes to arterial plaque buildup. Over time, this can accelerate the development of atherosclerosis, particularly in the small arteries vital for sexual function. Additionally, many commercially available macadamia nuts are marketed as a cholesterol-friendly option, but when consumed alongside processed oils and excess salt, they can ironically contribute to an unhealthy lipid profile. For men over 60 who often monitor cholesterol levels closely, this presents a serious risk to both cardiovascular and sexual health. If you enjoy macadamia nuts, the key is moderation and preparation. Raw, organic, unsalted macadamia nuts, consumed sparingly, can be part of a healthy diet. However, the typical roasted, salted versions commonly found in stores should be avoided, especially if you are focused on improving circulation and supporting erectile health. As always, awareness is the first step. Now that you understand the hidden risks of macadamia nuts, you can make more informed choices that align with your health goals. And remember, we still have two more common nuts to discuss that could be undermining your sexual vitality. If you're finding this video valuable, take a moment to subscribe so you won't miss future insights on optimizing men's health after 60. And please share your thoughts or questions in the comments. I truly enjoy hearing your perspectives and experiences. Number 4. Brazil nuts, the selenium overload risk. Brazil nuts are often hailed as a superfood, largely because they are one of the richest dietary sources of selenium, a trace mineral essential for thyroid function, immune health, and even sperm production. At first glance, this makes Brazil nuts sound like a perfect addition to the diet of men over 60 who are looking to boost vitality and maintain hormonal balance. However, what many do not realize is that the high selenium content in Brazil nuts comes with a serious risk of toxicity, particularly when consumed regularly or in excessive amounts. Just one Brazil nut can contain anywhere from 90 to over 150 micrograms of selenium, which already exceeds the recommended daily intake for adults. For men over 60 whose bodies may process minerals less efficiently due to age-related metabolic changes, this poses an even greater concern. Consuming just 2 or 3 Brazil nuts per day can quickly push selenium intake into toxic territory within a matter of days or weeks. The effects of selenium toxicity are not always immediately obvious but can be quite detrimental. Early symptoms include fatigue, irritability, brain fog, and gastrointestinal discomfort. More concerning, however, is selenium's impact on hormonal and vascular health. Excessive selenium intake has been shown in clinical studies to interfere with testosterone production by disrupting the balance of other essential minerals, such as zinc and magnesium, both critical for male sexual health. Lowered testosterone can lead to diminished libido, weaker erections, and reduced overall sexual satisfaction. For men over 60 who are already managing the natural decline in testosterone that accompanies aging, this can exacerbate existing issues and accelerate the loss of sexual vitality. Additionally, too much selenium can impair thyroid function. The thyroid gland plays a key role in regulating metabolism, energy levels, and hormonal balance. When thyroid function becomes sluggish, men often experience reduced stamina, weight gain, mood disturbances, and further disruption of sexual function. Another critical point to consider is the cumulative nature of selenium toxicity. Unlike some other nutrients, selenium is stored in the body, and excessive intake builds up over time. Men over 60 who have adopted the habit of eating several Brazil nuts daily, believing they are supporting testosterone or fertility, may unknowingly be contributing to long-term hormonal imbalance and vascular impairment. The takeaway here is clear. While selenium is indeed essential, the margin for safety with Brazil nuts is extremely narrow. For most men over 60, consuming no more than 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per week, not per day, is a far safer approach to maintaining optimal selenium levels without risking toxicity. And of course, selenium can also be obtained from a well-rounded diet that includes seafood, eggs, and whole grains, making high-dose Brazil nut consumption unnecessary. As we continue, remember that protecting your sexual health after 60 involves more than just adding so-called superfoods to your diet. It requires a thoughtful, balanced approach that avoids excesses and prioritizes vascular and hormonal harmony. If you found this information useful, don't forget to subscribe for more expert insights on men's health after 60. And feel free to comment below. Do you currently include Brazil nuts in your diet? I'd love to hear your experience. Number 5. Flavored mixed nuts. The hidden erection killers. Flavored mixed nuts are everywhere. You see them in grocery stores, gas stations, vending machines, and gift baskets. They come in flashy packaging with tempting flavors like honey roasted, smoky barbecue, sweet heat, or maple glazed. For men over 60 trying to make healthier snack choices, these mixed nuts often seem like a better alternative to chips or sweets. But in reality, they are one of the most deceptive and damaging foods for vascular and sexual health. The danger is not just in the nuts themselves, it's in what has been done to them. Most flavored mixed nuts are heavily processed. They are typically roasted in industrial seed oils such as soybean, corn, or canola oil, which are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. When consumed in excess and without a proper balance of omega-3s, omega-6 fats create a pro-inflammatory environment in the body. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary contributors to endothelial dysfunction, the condition where the inner lining of blood vessels becomes damaged and loses its ability to produce nitric oxide. For men over 60, this is a critical concern. Nitric oxide is the key molecule that allows blood vessels to relax and expand, enabling proper blood flow to the penis during arousal. Without adequate nitric oxide production, even with sexual desire present, the body may not physically respond. The high sodium content of flavored mixed nuts further compounds the problem. Many varieties contain over 300 milligrams of sodium per handful. Excessive sodium intake raises blood pressure and increases vascular resistance, which directly impairs circulation. For men over 60 who are already at higher risk for hypertension and cardiovascular disease, this can quickly lead to worsening erectile dysfunction. Another layer of risk comes from the sugars and chemical additives used in these products. Flavored mixed nuts are often coated with added sugars, which spike blood glucose and insulin levels. Over time, this contributes to insulin resistance, abdominal fat accumulation, and lowered testosterone, all key factors that negatively impact sexual performance. Moreover, chemical preservatives such as BHT and TBHQ, along with artificial flavorings like MSG, are commonly used to extend shelf life and enhance taste. Unfortunately, these additives have been linked to hormone disruption and neurotoxicity in sensitive individuals. For men over 60 whose hormonal systems are already more vulnerable, this creates yet another pathway to impaired sexual function. The cumulative effect of these factors, inflammation, endothelial damage, elevated blood pressure, insulin resistance, and hormonal disruption, makes flavored mixed nuts a potent enemy of male sexual health. The danger is subtle and cumulative. You may not notice an immediate effect after one serving, but consistent consumption over weeks and months can significantly erode vascular health and sexual performance. If you are serious about protecting your vitality and maintaining a strong, healthy sex life after 60, it is wise to eliminate flavored mixed nuts from your diet entirely. There are far better alternatives, which we will discuss shortly. Before we move on, I want to remind you, if you've found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe so you never miss future insights on men's health after 60. And please share in the comments, have you been eating flavored mixed nuts regularly? I'd be very interested to know. Avoiding the wrong foods is only half the battle. The real transformation happens when you start adding the right ones to your diet. So now, let me show you the best nuts to help you optimize your circulation and revitalize your sexual health. 1. Walnuts, the circulation-boosting powerhouse. Walnuts are among the best nuts for supporting cardiovascular health and enhancing sexual function. They are packed with L-arginine, an amino acid that plays a key role in the production of nitric oxide. As we've discussed, nitric oxide helps relax blood vessels, promoting better blood flow to the entire body, including to the penis. In addition to L-arginine, walnuts are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3s are well known for their anti-inflammatory properties, which help maintain the flexibility and integrity of blood vessels. This is especially important for preserving healthy erectile function as we age. Walnuts also contain antioxidants, such as polyphenols and vitamin E, which protect blood vessels from oxidative stress and support overall vascular health. Including a small handful of raw or dry roasted, unsalted walnuts in your daily diet can contribute significantly to improved circulation and sexual performance. 2. Almonds, the hormone balancing nut. Almonds are another excellent choice for supporting male sexual health. They are packed with key nutrients such as vitamin E, magnesium, and zinc, all of which play vital roles in hormone production and vascular function. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect the endothelial lining of blood vessels, allowing for proper nitric oxide release and optimal blood flow. Magnesium contributes to healthy muscle relaxation and blood pressure regulation, both of which are essential for achieving and maintaining strong erections. Zinc is particularly important for testosterone production and sperm quality. Many men fall short on zinc intake, and incorporating almonds into your diet is an easy way to help bridge this gap. To maximize their benefits, choose raw or lightly dry roasted, unsalted almonds. A modest serving of almonds can be a convenient and effective way to support hormonal balance and sexual vitality. 3. Pistachios, the clinical evidence superstar. Pistachios have garnered attention in recent years for their specific benefits related to erectile function. In fact, a clinical study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that men who consumed pistachios daily for 3 weeks experienced significant improvements in erectile function, blood lipid profiles, and overall satisfaction in the bedroom. Pistachios are rich in antioxidants, plant sterols, and L-arginine, making them excellent for promoting vasodilation and supporting healthy blood flow. They are also one of the lowest calorie nuts, which makes them a smart choice for those watching their weight. Additionally, their fiber content supports blood sugar control, which is crucial for maintaining stable hormone levels and protecting nerve function involved in sexual response. As with the other nuts we've discussed, it's best to choose raw or lightly dry roasted pistachios without added salt or flavorings to obtain their full health benefits. Incorporating these 3 powerhouse nuts, walnuts, almonds, and pistachios, into your diet can provide substantial support for your circulation, hormonal balance, and overall sexual health. Remember, the key is consistency and quality. Opt for raw or minimally processed versions and enjoy them as part of a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. If you found this information helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with more tips on optimizing your health. And feel free to share in the comments. Do you include any of these nuts in your daily routine? I'd love to hear your experience. Final thoughts. Nourish your vitality, one choice at a time. As we've explored today, the foods we choose, down to something as simple as the nuts we snack on, can have a profound impact on our vitality, our confidence, and our ability to stay connected to the people we love. The lesson here is powerful. It's not just about avoiding the wrong foods. It's about intentionally choosing the ones that support who you want to be, not just today, but for many years to come. For men over 60, this mindset becomes even more important. At this stage in life, every choice matters just a little more. It's easy to feel discouraged when facing the natural changes that come with age. But I want you to remember this. Your body is remarkably resilient. Positive change is always possible, no matter where you are starting from. Every small choice, each better meal, each healthier habit adds up. And the rewards can be life-changing. I've seen it in my patients. I've seen men over 60 who once felt hopeless regain their energy, their intimacy, and most importantly, their joy. So I encourage you, don't just watch this video and move on. Take action, start small. Begin today by choosing 1 or 2 positive changes for your diet. Your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with others who may benefit, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss my latest videos on men's health and vitality. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly appreciate you being here. Wishing you strength, health, and happiness always. Until next time. Take care.